just to frame up our conversation today, Gallup has been polling the public on their confidence in the media since the 1970s. And in the 70s, 68 to 72% of the public had reasonable confidence in what the media was reporting. And this has consistently, year after year, been dropping since that time. The end of the last year, in 2020, only 9% of those polled indicated they trusted the mass media a great deal. 27% indicated they didn't trust what they heard from the media very much. 33% indicated they trusted the media not at all. A third. But even if you didn't have these statistics, you probably feel it in your gut that something's changed about the kind of news coverage you're getting, and not changed for the better. That's what today's program's all about. We're going to try to get to the bottom of what's behind the change, and then more importantly, how that damage could be repaired and that mistrust can begin trending in the other direction. So, Tony, you have had a front row seat to how news bureaus have changed over the past few decades. So let's start there. From your perspective, what started the shift?
I started with ABC News on April Fool's Day, 1970, as a copy boy. And then
Very
news
appropriate.
Yes.
I mean, the April Fools, not the copy boy.
I understood that part. The news then was a calling. It was a calling for those people who were participating in it. Back then, the early 70s, the news department was a money loser. And when coverage became more significant and more people had televisions and there were more stations, news became a profitable venture. And the people running the network news operations decided, hey, we want to get some bigger profits. So it stopped being a public service and moving out from the red to the black. And let me note that this happened with other major services like hospitals and colleges. Of course, the idea was to attract more viewers so the advertisers could be charged more. And as you well know, Rebecca, the advertisers weren't going to support a newscast that was revealing their industry's dark side or hinting at it. Another move to garner bigger ratings was to give the viewers what they wanted to see, stories that had clear winners and losers, sort of like prime time. And there wasn't much interest or time for in-depth reporting. The viewers also wanted to look at attractive reporters and anchors, so that determined the quality of the people who were being hired.